Melville has some hint of what is going to happen now. During the month of June, the several constituencies touched by Melville Cook's Ministry of Music at Metropolitan United Church over the past 19 years have been marking his impending departure from Toronto. The congregation of this church, the choir here, the festival choir, the festival orchestra, and the Royal Canadian College of Organists have all honoured or will honour Dr. Cook. And it was felt that the organ recital audience, as represented here tonight, might perhaps welcome the opportunity to express appreciation and thanks to him also. While he has held the position of organist at this church, Melville Cook has enhanced its musical traditions immeasurably. Primarily, his attention has been focused on the weekly Sunday worship services. Alexander Pope wrote in his essay on criticism that, quote, "Some to church repair, not for the doctrine, but the music there." Now, I know that many people were first drawn to this church and congregation by the continuing tradition of fine music here, which Dr. Cook inherited and has so caringly and professionally fostered and developed. What of doctrine such people also found here and find here is not appropriate to discuss on this occasion. But music's role as the handmaid of preaching and liturgy has always been of primary concern to Melville Cook in whatever appointment he has held, and there could be no better model from which to study church music repertoire than the music lists of this church or at any of his previous appointments. In his extended ministry, Dr. Cook has given regular public performances, 2 or 3 per season, of works from the oratorio and cantata repertoire, and beyond, with orchestra and festival choir. Since such performances ceased to qualify for Arts Council support, they have been in large part financed beyond what ticket sales yielded out of Dr. Cook's own pocket. Not only have we heard Elijah, Messiah, Saul, and many others, but also the Dream of Gerontius, and of course Dr. Cook's special and personal favourite, the St. Matthew Passion by Bach, his performances of which, particularly the most recent last March, have been unforgettable. By way of these performances and of almost 200 monthly chancel concerts, literally hundreds of singers and instrumentalists have been given performance opportunities here, unrivaled in any church music program of which I am aware. Dr. Cook's public organ recitals, featuring this fine old 5-manual Cassavant organ, surely a treasure of its kind, have been a regular feature of many seasons with steady and appreciative, if not always as large as tonight, audiences. Melville Cook has done much to demystify organ recitals. He has paid great attention to program building, and through his genial and witty personal introductions, usually, and his unfailingly musical and artistic performances, he has made attendance at recitals here a distinct musical pleasure. Now, I'm going to ask Mr. Ian Sadler to come forward because I know he'll want to be forward in a minute to prepare for something. Now, I must remember that I'm not speaking an obituary eulogy, and I'd better remember that. In fact, far from it. In 2 days' time, Melville Cook will celebrate his 74th birthday. Let us now mark it with him. You have a Xeroxed copy in your hand, legal on this occasion. Our thanks for the composition go to Dr. Derek Holman, and our thanks to the accompanist Ian Sadler, who has not been playing at the organ previously today. He never touched the piston. Now, as we rise to sing then, let us celebrate Melville Cook with joy and pride, and let us extend to him our sincere thanks, our love, our warmest good wishes for many more years of happiness and creative music making in the new life he will shortly begin in England. I'm going to give him a copy now of the score of this magnum opus. 3 in a bar, and you see where you're supposed to come in.
I'd be ashamed of it as a performance.